So in episode 1 of Journey 2020, I contemplated a world where humans use machines and use technologies for a better world, where they coexist and we have better jobs, do our jobs better, and we use machines for what they're good at, but then we really focus on, as humans, what the machines can't do. And so in this episode, I'm just going to explore that concept a bit, talk about Merthyr Law's very first step of what we're doing to really celebrate and bring those human elements to light. So, it made me think, look, have you ever in your job felt like you're a machine, like you're a cog in the system, like you're just producing an algorithm? It reminded me of a plaque that I removed from the lunchroom about a year ago, which was said, "Better days are coming, Saturday and Sunday." And made me reflect, well, that people are thinking, well, they're turning up to work, they're doing a job that's a chore, and they're just waiting, to be their real selves on the weekend. How can I change that? How, as a leader of Merthyr Law, I want people to enjoy turning up to work, and I want people to bring themselves to work and celebrate that. So, look, as a very first step, I think, having a look at the website was descriptions, the bios were pretty vanilla, pretty mundane, and like, just another boring law firm. So, being a solicitor with X years experience, second class honours, and the assistant is an assistant to Steve and Tom, and is very organised. And so, yawn, those kind of things are pretty boring, and it's not a recognition of what people really have the ability to bring to work and bring to clients. And so the task was, well, let's come up with some fun names, let's come up with some better descriptions about, who the person is behind there, what drives them, and have a bit of fun along the way, so bring some personality to light. Not only will that clients be able to relate to us better, but more importantly, people, have permission to turn up and be them fun selves, and the idea is creates a better culture, and that reflects both inwardly and outwardly. And so we went through that process a few months ago, and I'm the super geek, Superman, Steve's Captain Caveman, his assistant Courtney's a telepathist, Fran, the lifeblood of the office, is the fairy godmother, Mel, the savvy warrior, Lauren, the lifesaver, both on the weekends and here at work. And having those kind of descriptions to match with a bit of pizzazz, a bit of life to them. And we all came up with a question for each other of, what should you ask, a team member, as a bit of a conversation starter. Already, we've gotten some feedback from people who have dealt with us and looked us up on the website. Your website, it was so refreshing to be dealing with a law firm with some real people involved, and certainly you stood up to your name and your promises. Natasha, reception director of First Impressions, certainly lived up to her name, and every team member, brought a bit of fun and bit of personality. And it's so much better to be dealing with, real people and having a bit of fun along the way. I haven't had buy-in yet to have people have these descriptions of the savvy warrior and those types of ones on their actual email footers. Everyone still says, oh, well, no, we're a law firm, we've got to have those formal descriptions of being a secretary or being a solicitor or being a partner. So, I'd really value, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts? Leave some comments, continue this conversation, and I look forward to joining you on the next episode of this Journey 2020.